2025 is the year of the spiritual. The spiritual warfare out here. That's what they fail to tell y'all, that everything has turned spiritual. So if you don't have your spiritual mind or your spirituality in order, a lot of stuff will go downhill. That's why you see a lot of people, they're going crazy, they're losing their minds. A lot of times if you go in public, you see it's a lot of people that are angry, they're frustrated, they're they're just losing it because their spirituality isn't in order. And it's okay to listen to music and look at TV, but you can't overconsume with a lot of this worldly stuff because it'll leave you distracted. It'll leave you feeling hopeless. It'll leave you feeling like, your world is crashing down. But 2025 has really turned spiritual. You have to fast. You got to pray. You got to listen to positive things, whether it's on YouTube or, your playlist, to keep your spiritual in order, your spirituality in order. A lot of things has changed, especially this year, and some people can see it and some people can't. But that's why you got to be careful about who you hang around, or, the people that you're talking to, like even your close friends, even family members, they'll turn on you and, they'll snap in an instance and everything was cool. And the next thing a situation will occur, and next thing you know, your life is flashing before your eyes. That's why you see a lot of people going crazy. You might blow the horn at somebody. It might be a red light, the light turned green, and they sitting there for an extra 10, 15 seconds. And you blow your horn, and the next thing you know, you in the middle of a road rage incident. And, people are just going bananas. They're losing their mind because they're not telling you that everything is spiritual now. So if your spirituality isn't in order, or you don't know who you are spiritually, now is the time to figure it out. I'm not saying that everybody has to believe in the same thing, especially like when religion, you just have to believe in a higher calling, believe in a higher purpose, and keep your energy in order, and put a force field around you to protect your energy. Whether you have to be in solitude, or, you go on nature walks by yourself, or you find your soul tribe. You find your soul tribe and you connect with them, in order to keep yourself spiritually protected. 2025 is the year of spiritual warfare. Everything is heightened, everything is faster, everything is more sensitive. And that's why they raising the prices on everything. That's why it's hard to find a job. That's why we got all these distractions going on. We have a war going on right now with Russia and Ukraine that's still going on. So 2025 is the year you have to be spiritually protected. Now you see some people, they could do okay because they're low vibrational entities. They're low vibrational people. They're fine with the way that this world is, or they're fine with the way that this stuff going. And some people are just NPCs. They just go with the flow. They don't care about stuff like this. It's not really nothing in that vessel. The enemy can easily control them. They don't have no say so over their spirit, over their spirit, or over their soul. So the low vibrational entities, they could easily possess them and use them as a tool, just like the spirit realm use, the good people. The same thing with the low vibrational entities. So you have to protect yourself. You have to be aware. Like I said, you got to watch who you talking to, watch who you telling your business to, and watch who you around every day, and what you're watching, what you're consuming, and also what you're eating. You can't be eating a lot of crap every day either. That right there make you go crazy. You got to make sure you drink water, or eat fruits, because a lot of this stuff got to do with the food and the air we breathe. So that's why everything feels so sensitive. That's why everything is, is heightened as far as spirituality. People are just going crazy in their mind. The way they're doing things, it might seem like it's okay. And then 5, 10, 2, 3 hours later, they're like, man, oh man, I don't know what was going on. I just snapped. I didn't even realize it. Like, I'm glad I wasn't around nobody, or I'm glad that, the person that I snapped on, they didn't really take it too serious. They just, went on about their way, or, the situation ended up de-escalating. But 2025 is the year of spiritual warfare. You have to get your spirit in order. You have to be around the right people. You have to practice solitude. You have to, listen to positive music. You have to listen to positive things, because if not, you'll be trapped into these worldly things, and the next thing you know, the low vibrational entities, they using you now. And you don't even realize, you might not even be a low vibrational person, or, you might be real spiritual. But, everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has bad days. Everybody gets stressed out. Everybody's going through something, especially now in these times. So you have to be mindful, like I said, of what you listen to, who you around, because that'll consume you, and then it'll plant a seed in your mind. And the next thing you know, you letting the enemy use you. So 2025 is really the year of spiritual warfare. Protect your spirit, protect your mind, protect your soul. Stop watching all this negative stuff. Stop looking at the news all the time. It's fearful tactics. Stop looking at CNN and all this stuff. Stop looking at all this demonic stuff on television, because it'll consume your mind and have you out here doing worldly stuff. It'll have you out of your body. It's like an out-of-body experience, and you're not in control of it. You're letting the enemy control you. So you have to keep everything in order. You have to practice and pray and do these things. Stay in solitude. You have to do these things, whether you do yoga or whether you, like I said, you go in nature, or, you stay to yourself, read books, whatever you do to keep your mind and your body and your spirit all in accordance, all in one. Do that, because they're not going to tell you this. But you can see the signs. Everybody can see it. You can see how people are more rude. People don't care about each other no more. Somebody will get shot, and instead of somebody calling the police, the first thing they do is whip their phone out and record it and put it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or TikTok, or whatever like that. Instead of just going ahead and calling 911 and going on about your business. But they're ready to try to get views off of you dying, or off of some type of bad trauma that happened in your life. You could be getting jumped by 4 or 5 people. Instead of people calling the police, just going on about their business. Oh, let me record this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Low vibrational people. They like drama. They like mess. They like stuff like that. So you have to be really aware in these times that we're in right now.